Howdy, all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Today, I'm here to remind you that Lord of the Rings of Power, is less than a month away. Brought to you from the brilliant minds of J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, who have lovingly based this upon the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, thanks to the benevolent care entrusted to them by Amazon Prime Video. At least that's the slop they've been trying to sell us. The Lord of the Rings fans and many others are not having it. In fact, they're sending that slop back to the kitchen. Maybe they spit in it a little. And then they're not bringing this date home to mom and dad. And if they're taking this date to the dance, they're not dancing with the date they brought. They are finding a hotter chick who maybe actually cares what a fan has to say. Lord of the Rings of Power is going to be an utter, unmitigated disaster of the billion-dollar fan fiction that we know it to be. I've been saying it, many others have been saying it, the facts, because I'm here to bring you facts and logic, which do not care about whiny fifis. The facts and the logic have shown us so far that this show is not Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. It doesn't care about Tolkien, doesn't care about his characters, doesn't care about his world, and sure as hell doesn't care about his fans. What they do care about, starting from Amazon to McKay and Payne, all the way down to the talking faces that are actors and actresses. They care about the message, the narrative, and they care about themselves. Now, maybe some of them are just reading what's off an index card. I thought that doesn't get any forgiveness from me. Going along to get along. Sorry, I don't believe in that. I believe in speaking your mind, being free, having individual thought. Because there's always a place for people with individual thoughts. What am I talking about today, though? Right here, CBC, Rings of Power stars explain what to expect from new Lord of the Rings series. Funny how they barely actually tell us anything. All they do is continue to butcher the lore and preach. That's what we're going to see here. Oh, this is genius. Let's start with this one, shall we?
I was very scared, but also I think JD and Patrick were so compassionate and caring with and gave me the space to feel safe to explore and create the character of Isildur.
Feeling safe to explore and create the character of Isildur. I don't know. I think Tolkien already pretty much did that. But then again, Amazon don't have the rights. They don't have the rights to any of that. They got 113 pages of appendices to work and play with and butcher characters with. Now, if he had gone as far to say, I'm happy to bring Isildur to life on the screen and put his emotions on display and his story on display, that would have been nice. But no, you had to go and say you're going to create Isildur, that you created an Isildur for us to see, when Tolkien has pretty much done that already. But he's not done yet. Let's skip ahead to, I believe, right here.
He leaves a little bit of a path of destruction wherever he goes, always annoying his sister.
Stop your ship's captain right there. Doesn't have a sister. I double-checked. He had a brother. Didn't have a sister. Had a brother. They don't care. They don't know. These three idiots don't know. McKay and Payne, they don't care. Amazon sure as hell doesn't care. Doesn't stop there. This genius, oh, he says a doozy. Let's see what he has to say.
The exciting part for me is that there are these signposts on the way that Tolkien has written, but he hasn't actually fleshed out these characters to the extent that the other characters are in the Lord of the Rings book.
He realized he stepped in it as soon as he said he could look at the look on his. He realized, oh shit, what I just say. Uh-oh. Tolkien left signposts that Amazon doesn't have the rights to. Tolkien has the actual source material. They don't have the rights to. He didn't flush out these characters like he did the other ones. He realized what he said too late. But they didn't give him another take. You should give him another take. Because that's the story. That's the story. They're not here to tell Tolkien's story. They're here to tell their story. They're here to give their version of things. They're not here to tell us a story from Lord of the Rings. Non-canon editions. She's not canon, by the way. Okay, we had the two hobbits who couldn't walk in their feet. They're going to talk about how it's billion-dollar fan fiction. We already know that. But here's what I really want to get to. Oh, you know I love her. What does she have to say? Oh, I don't know. Let's see, shall we?
What I would love is for everybody to come on the journey where those two worlds collide and where we don't change anything, but we interpret everything in this incredible, unique way.
Dear Lord, I ask that you would give me strength and bless upon me some wisdom so that I might tell this fat that her character was created, not by Tolkien, but by others. And that by creating her and inserting her into the world that they supposedly have based upon the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, that she has in fact been a party to the changing of the lore. Please, Lord, grant me the wisdom to tell this fat that by altering the timeline, that by having the man that she is sitting next to take on the role of Durin the Fourth, who could not possibly be there at the same time as Durin the Third, that they have changed Tolkien's story. Dear Lord, thank you for listening to me. Amen.
Way. It means absolutely everything. It is everything. It is everything for people of colour. It is everything to progress forward in the film and television industry. To be.
Dear Lord, I ask that you grant me the wisdom and the ability to somehow tell this fat that we don't care about her skin color. That nobody cares about her skin color. Dear Lord, I beg that you grant some self-awareness to this fat that her character isn't real. That people do not need to see themselves on a screen in order to connect to a character. Dear Lord, I ask you to grant me the ability to carefully tell this fat that she needs to shut up. Amen.
Be doing something of this scale and to be positioned, as Princess Disa, as a woman of colour, as a mother, is exactly what our industry and what this incredible piece of television needs. Everyone was.
Dear Lord, I ask that you grant me the ability to explain to this dumb fat that her character, Princess Disa, is a fanfic self-insertion character that does not really exist in Lord of the Rings. And that she is not the first black woman to appear on a television or movie screen. And that she's not the first mother to appear on a television or movie screen. And that people have been able to connect to J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings for decades upon decades as the second most translated book in history behind the Bible. Dear Lord, I ask that you grant me the ability to somehow make this fat understand that we do not care about her agenda and that people have been able to relate to Lord of the Rings, no matter their race, creed, ethnicity, or sexuality. Dear Lord, I ask that you give me the strength every Friday starting September 2nd to review this abomination in a timely manner to deliver to these fine people watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. I ask that you then grant me the grace to communicate with my fellow man on my new show starting September 3rd, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to Mordor Country, a panel show where people will gather and wrathfully tear this abomination to pieces. As long as this Lord of the Rings of Power, shall persist. Grant you, Lord, please give me the strength to survive this. Amen. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.